right, so Xander Zayas said that, you know, they people at 154 ducking the fade. You know, I ain't surprised. I heard him even talking about, seeing an article saying that he can even go up to 175 at some point. So, you know, maybe Fundora, you know, that's why Fundora felt like, hey, I had to put a rehydration clause on him because, you know, he's a big guy. So maybe now it's pretty much starting to kind of make sense. But I'm gonna let it rock. So plenty people, let it rock.
Now, what's the next step?
We did engage in conversation with Josh Kelly and his team. Just to put it easy, he does not want to fight.
Wow.
He just doesn't want to fight. I mean, we told him for the right money, we'll go to England. If not, come to Puerto Rico. We have a date for you. We both fought in the same date. It was supposed to be an easy conversation. He does not want to fight. He just doesn't. And that's just that. I can't make people fight me, you know?
Right.
Now we have this weird thing with Boots and Virgil with the court and suing and Virgil and Golden Boy suing each other, right. All of that. Still waiting on what's going to happen. Supposedly they should make a fight happen. We don't know yet. Haney also called me out. We also engaged conversation with Haney. He is open to fight, but obviously, like everybody, for the right money. And he's open to come to Puerto Rico because again, we have a date set in the island. But some of these guys, they're not willing to play ball. They're willing to go on social media and say, I want to fight.
Yeah. They're hiding behind reasons.
You know, it's simple to go on social media and say, oh, I want to fight everybody. And then when the conversations come by, I'm like, oh, I don't really want to do it. And that's why I don't do all the social media stuff, because I try to make things happen the right way.
You know, what do we think of the state of where things are at right now?
Before Xander became champion, like 18 months ago, maybe, when we got a phone call. Would you fight Virgil Ortiz in Saudi for X amount of dollars? 10 seconds, yes. They went and fought Magimov. 6 months later, when we were now the mandatory for Fundora, he literally gave up his title. He had the WBO title. He gave it up
to not fight
Xander. And he can say what he wants, but we were offered to fight him in San Francisco at Alcatraz for X amount of dollars.
And in Vegas, too.
And in Vegas. He said yes. We didn't even negotiate the money. It was good money. Yes. The opportunity. You're the champion. We know we got to come fight you. Vacated the belt.
That's crazy.
So it isn't like Xander.
They would rather vacate the belt than not fight?
And that's what I'm saying. It's easy to go on social media, your manager, your team, and say,
I'm making that fight.
Xander doesn't want to do this. And I'm willing to play ball. But, you know, I'm willing to play ball, but you guys have to play ball with me too. I can't just do everything.
Right.
Like, yeah. I have to make the negotiations. I have to sell the fight. I have to come on now. Let's talk boxing. Let's talk real, actual fighting. It's easy to just go on social media and say I want to fight.
Yeah, I mean, and honestly, like your star has never been bigger. Like you were just on a hundreds of millions of people stage after winning your championship. On top of it, you have.
So it's sad. He looks pretty big in the video, and this is the picture. He looks pretty big in between fights. So you can't make people fight you, and that's the problem with boxing. And he said he would just drop his belt. Absolutely, because you can just go get another belt, that's what he did. This guy went to go get another belt in Sebastian Fundora. He turned down turkey money twice. This is what's not being talked about. He turned down turkey money twice. He turned down turkey money versus Terrence Crawford. He turned down turkey money versus Xander Zayas, and they hid behind a rehydration clause. That just lets you know, it gives a lot of credence that either he's juicing or it's some foul play with Sebastian Fundora. That's what I take. That's what I take out of it. Either he juicing or there's some foul play with him. To each his own. however you feel, however you want to feel about it, there's something fishy about Sebastian Fundora. Because you should be able to beat Xander Zayas. I feel like he should have had a great chance to beat Terrence Crawford. But I think he hiding away from drug testing. I think they hiding something. I believe they hiding something with Xander Zayas. I mean, with Sebastian Fundora. Because why wouldn't you want to go fight Xander Zayas? Why would you? And I see he big in the picture. But come on, man. Rehydration glove Fundora big as hell. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we start kind of really having these conversations, man. The shit becomes a joke. The shit legitimately becomes a joke. And, you know, Josh Kelly don't want to fight. I'm not surprised. That's what I told y'all. He fought Background at the right time. And who knows? Probably in the UK, they probably allowed this motherfucker the juice from Background. Background was almost out 2 years. He was almost out 2 years. You know? So he fought him at the right time. So if he really felt like he was that good, why not go fight Xander Zayas in Puerto Rico? What's wrong with that? So if he won't fight Xander Zayas, you think he gonna fight Boots? I doubt it. I doubt it. So Zayas ain't got nobody to fight. And I believe he's been 100% honest. I could tell when a motherfucker lying. And to me, that's super duper sad. That's super duper sad. You do look big as fuck in this picture. No Diddy. But this is my gripe with having more than one belt. This is my gripe with having all these belts. This is my number one gripe. All these belts, I can just drop one and get another one. And then the belts, they only matter after a certain amount of time. It only matter. Oh, it matter because when it's easy to get, the belts matter. When it's easy to get the belts matter. When they're hard to get, oh, I don't care nothing about no belt. We literally have a generation of cowards. That's where we at in this boxing shit. A generation of cowards. And it need to be said. And obviously Haney for the right money. And when you don't have a network behind ESPN, where they gonna get the money from unless Turkey gonna come in and he want to see it and put the money up? But you know, they may be heading into war. So I find this all funny, bro. This is why I say when you got 4 different sanctioned belt bodies, 4 different when you got 4 different sanctioned different rankings. You know what I'm saying? When you got 4 different rankings, when you can rank people 4 different ways and 4 different rankings of 15 different fighters, it's just too much. It's too much opportunity to go for this belt. I don't want for this belt. I don't want that. It gives too much room for wiggle. One belt, one group of 15 to 20 world ranked fighters for one title. That's the way it should be. People calling around calling themselves a champion. How you a champion and you ducking? And how you got sanctioned the belt bodies respectfully. And they don't order once you got a title, you protect it. They don't order you to fight for another title unless it's agreed to in the back channels. You feel me? Think about that for a minute. Unless they order it, it's not agreed. They won't agree. They won't order the IBF to fight the WBC or the WBO to fight the WBA or any combination. So I can have a belt and not be forced to unify. And obviously they're not going to push the unification because once they consolidate belts, money get consolidated. Their money get prorated from 2 to 3% to 2%. It cuts their money. That's why get rid of the sanctioned belt bodies. They don't do no good. They don't give us the fights that we want to see. And that's the God honest truth. But hey, that's all I had to say. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, check out the Boxing News playlist, hit the link in the description. You can find me on X, Facebook, Kick, Twitch, Instagram, the whole 9 piece.